Okay, try again. Can you hear me now? I can't hear you. Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Hello, test, test, test. No. Test, test. Can you hear? Okay. What? Welcome back to the Sturgis Physical Education Center, or as we call it at Ouachita, the SPEC. Today we will see the Ouachita Tigers go head-to-head with the Mississippi College Choctaws in both teams' second game of the Ready Tiger Volleyball Invitational. I'm Cameron Boyd and will later be joined by Isaac Bourne. We're looking for a highly competitive game this evening as the Choctaws were ranked first in their conference, but the Tigers ranked fifth in theirs. Thank you for tuning in to the Ouachita Sports Digital Network for an exciting game of volleyball.
Once again, welcome fans to the Sturgis Physical Education Center for Game 4 of the Ready Tiger Invitational. Let's meet tonight's starters. First, the visitors, the Choctaws of Mississippi College. Outside hitter number 2, Felicity Pratt. Setter number 4, Allie Wiggins. Outside hitter number 11, Mary Grace Costco. Defensive specialist number 18, Sarah Kipple. Middle blocker number 22, Julia Summerall. Outside hitter number 23, Lydia Paulette. Middle hitter number 25, Brad Davies. And now let's meet your Washington Tigers. Junior middle blocker from Cabot, Arkansas, number 4, Haley Fairchild. Senior libero from Midland, Texas, number 8, Avery Jones. Junior outside hitter from Decatur, Texas, number 9, Bradley Brazil. Sophomore outside hitter from Pearland, Texas, number 13, Kaylee Bedford. Sophomore middle blocker from Campbell, Texas, number 15, Leah Gartner. Junior center from Arlington, Texas, number 21, Courtney Hanson. And junior outside hitter from Arlington, Texas, number 22, Emily Adams. Your Tigers are led by head coach Allison Brazil Kaiser.
As we head into this game, we're looking for highly competitive players from Mississippi College. We have Lydia Paulette. She led the team last year with 406 kills, 41 aces, and 467 points. We also have Allie Wiggins. She's entering her 5th season and led the team in assists last year with 534 assists. Caroline Chastain, she was second in kills with 320 kills and first in digs with 318 digs. For Washita, we have our team leaders, Courtney Hanson, who led in assists and aces last year. We have Leah Gardner, number 15, who led in blocks, and Avery Giles, number 8, who led in digs. Our starting lineup for Washita, we have number 21, Courtney Hanson, number 9, Riley Brazil, number 8, Avery Giles, number 15, Leah Gardner, number 22, Emily Adams, and number 12, Peyton Church. Good back row swing. That was a nice block by number 22, Lydia Paulette. Back to serve for the Choctaws, we have number 2, Felicity Pratt. Now serving for Washita, we have number 7, Kylie Kisrin. A nice kill by number 23, Lydia Paulette, who I said before was going to be a competitive hitter in this game. That'll give the point to Mississippi College. And back to serve, we have number 18, Samarin Kipple. That swing by Emily Adams will give Washita their 2nd point of the set. Mississippi College swings a little long and gives a point another point to Washita. Washita is now leading 3-2, and we have number 15, Leah Gardner, back to serve. That was a nice block by number 25, Raya Davey. And the Choctaws will get the point on that one. Going back to serve, we have number 8, Kaylin Pixley. I guess we're going to give that point to Washita. And now back to serve, we have number 12, Peyton Church. Nice swing by number 23 for the Choctaws, Lydia Paulette. Now she'll go back to serve, and the game is tied at 4. Nice swing by the Tigers' number 4, Haley Fairchild. That'll get them their 5th point and a 1-point lead. Now back to serve, we have Riley Brazil. Nice recovery by Courtney Hansen. And the point will go to Mississippi College. Back to serve, we have number 25, Rhea Davey. The ball just went off the block, and the point will go to Washita. Now back to serve, we have number 8, Avery Jouse for the Tigers. That was some nice aggression by Courtney Hansen there. The Tigers weren't quite able to defend that swing, so the point will go to the Choctaws. Going back to serve for Mississippi College, we have number 4, Allie Wiggins. That was a nice recovery by Avery Jouse. And the point will go to Washita. Now we have Courtney Hansen going back to serve, looking to keep their lead. The Tigers were able to get a touch on the block, but just shinked off and went out of bounds, so the points will go to the Choctaws. Back to serve, we have number 2, Felicity Pratt. They weren't quite able to defend that swing, and the point will go to Washita. Both teams are showing a lot of aggressive in their swings, and they're just playing really scrappy. swing was blocked, and the point will go to the Choctaws. Now back to serve, we have the libero, number 18, Mac Bidwell. Samarin Kipple. Looks like a little bit of miscommunication there for the Tigers, and the point will go to Mississippi College. The Choctaws are now leading with 1 point. Nice swing there by Lydia Gardner. The Choctaws weren't quite able to recover from it, so the point will go to Washita. And Lydia Gardner will now go back to serve. Nice aggression by number 25 there, Rhea Davey. That'll get the Choctaws the point and give them back the lead. Back to serve, we have number 8, Kaylin Pixley. Let's see if she can keep the lead for the Choctaws. It looks like they're calling a lift on that one, so the point will go to the Choctaws. Back to serve again, we have Kaylin Pixley. Nice recovery by the Tigers there. That was number 15, Ellie Foco with the kill. And Washita's going to call a timeout. So far in this game, we see a lot of aggression from the Choctaws. And the Tigers they're still in the game. They're keeping up, but they need to get their lead back here. We'll see if they come out of this timeout with more aggression and more energy than they have in this first part of the set.
Y'all did not think I was going to make that. I'm going to come help you until I'm I have not done this since my sophomore year. I'm just warning you. Sophomore year, y'all, so bear with me.
Good evening, everybody. I am Chloe Bellman, and I'm going to be joining our freshman Cameron tonight until our main voice, Isaac Bourne, gets here from soccer. They were in a weather delay earlier, and we are just waiting on them to finish the second half of the game. But I'm going to fill in for him for the time being. It is so nice to be here. Cameron, thank you so much for doing it by yourself until I got here.
Yeah. This is Kaylin Pixley back to serve. They attempted a back row swing, but they just couldn't quite get it over the net, so the point will go to the Tigers.
The Tigers came off a really good game earlier today. We saw them win earlier, so I'm hoping that they can get that momentum back and just come back in this game. They're not too far behind, so it seems like that'll be doable for them.
Yeah, they're still in it. They just need that energy that they had earlier.
Yep. It is getting a little later. They probably didn't expect a 30-minute delay earlier, but that shouldn't hurt them too bad, I assume.
Number 4 with the kill, Haley Fairchild. That was a great slide. Again, number 12 serve, we have Peyton Church. Good dig by Avery Giles. block on the outside there. And 23 is going to take the point for Mississippi College. That is Lydia Paulette. She's also going to go back to serve. I told them earlier that Lydia led the team last year with 407 kills.
Oh my goodness, that is quite a bit.
Her overall total is 935.
On the court right now, we have a big three on our team. We've got Courtney, Haley, and Peyton Church. Peyton Church is going to be the little sister of Kellen Church, who played for us last season, who was also a softball player here. And those three have been known to be quite the triple threat while on the court.
That swing's going to go a little long and give the point to the Tigers. Back to serve, we have number 9, Riley Bazile. And we have the score tied at 13. Nice serve by Riley Bazile, and she's going to get an ace off that one.
Riley and Courtney are two of our team leaders on the court, and they're going to be two of the GAC, I want to say it was setters.
Yeah, Courtney got setter of the year, I believe.
Yep, GAC last year. She had multiple GAC honors, as did Haley, as did Riley as well.
Blocked by number 22, Julia Summerall. That'll send number 25, Rhea Davey, back to serve again. Nice dig by number 12, Peyton Church. The point will still go to Choctaws. And Rhea Davey will go back to serve again. The Choctaws are now up 2 points. Nice dig there by number 8. And a nice block by the Tigers. Kaylee Thedford attempted to be aggressive on that one. It just went a little long, and the point will go to the Choctaws. They now have a 3-point lead, and we're going to see Rhea Davey serve again. That was a nice recovery by the Choctaws there. Swing goes a little long, and the point will go to the Tigers. Now we're going to see Avery Giles back to serve. Hopefully she can get them back in a rhythm here. Nice aggression there by number 15, Leah Gardner. She's going to send Avery back to serve again. What a swing by number 23, Lydia Paulette. We talked about how she'd be a threat, and she's proving that true.
Standing at 6'3", she's a senior from Tuscaloosa, Alabama. You do not see a lot of girls standing at that high.
No, you don't.
That is definitely an advantage to their team.
For sure. That was Courtney Hansen Johnson with the setter dump and earning the Tigers the point. She's also going to go back to serve for the Tigers. Tipped by number 11, Mary Grace Foster, and the Tigers weren't able to get there in time to save it. That's going to send number 2, Felicity Pratt, back to serve.
It looks like both of the teams on the court right now are fairly young in their people on the court. And some might think that might be quite the disadvantage, but if these girls know how to play well, then they're gonna have that chemistry on the court.
Yeah, and me and Isaac were talking about earlier, the girls on the Washita team, some of them have been playing together for a couple of years.
Yes, they have.
That's going to be an advantage to them, but overall, both the teams just seem very competitive.
It looks like there's going to be a short timeout here on the court, so I think that we are going to take a short timeout ourselves, and maybe by the time that we are home, or by the time that the girls are back on the court, Isaac will be back as well.
Hopefully.
I'm Attorney Taylor King. For years, you've heard us say we'll be on your side, by your side.
I'm Attorney Austin King. At Taylor King Law, we stand by that promise.
And I'm Attorney Maggie King Davis. I'm proud to be a part of a team of dedicated professionals who are prepared
to be on your side and by your side when you need us most.
If you've been injured, contact the Taylor King Law Firm.
And we, and more, will be on your side, by your side.
Visit the Washita campus store for all your Tiger apparel, merchandise, and gifts. If you need something to wear to show your Tiger pride, stop by the Washita campus store on the bottom floor of the Evans Student Center to grab a t-shirt, sweatshirt, polo, or more. If you can't stop by the store on campus, visit us online at bookstore.obu.edu. Make your purchase and we'll send it to you. Support the Tigers by checking out the Washita campus store. Go Tigers.
Back here at Spec to watch the girls Washita volleyball play Mississippi College. It is 17-20 right now with Mississippi College taking the lead, and they are serving currently number 2, and that is going to be London Bakeris. Sorry, my bad.
Washita's going to get the point and send number 7, Kylie Kiskin, in to serve.
Kylie Giskin, fun fact, is actually one of our workers here at OSDN. She helps out when she can, and her dad is also a wrestling coach, so when we do our wrestling broadcast, she is there to commentate for us.
Nice. Again, the point's going to go to the Tigers, and Kylie Kiskin will be serving yet again. Number 23, Lydia Paulette. She's had several kills this set. That will send their libero, number 18, Samron Kipple, back to serve. And a nice swing there by number 25, Rhea Davey. The Tigers weren't quite able to defend that, and the point will go to the Choctaws. Back to serve again, we have Samron Kipple.
That is going to be all for me today, folks. Isaac Bourne is here to take over. Thank you so much for having me. Yes.
Swap headset sticks. I have that one adjusted to her voice.
Oh, so
Give her that
I'm
headset,
Attorney Taylor
give her that
King.
headset.
For years, you've heard us say we'll be on your side, by your side.
I'm Attorney Austin King. At Taylor King Law, we stand by that promise.
And I'm attorney Maggie King Davis. I'm proud to be a part of a team of dedicated professionals who are prepared.
To be on your side and by your side when you need us most.
If you've been injured, contact the Taylor King Law Firm.
And we, and more, will be on your side, by your side.
I've heard people say, oh, a cheetah.
Oh, Wichita.
Achita.
Oh, Achita.
Is it pronounced Oakita?
Searching for Washita Baptist University.
Back in Texas, everybody pronounces it Wichita, but really, it's Washita.
Washita. Washita.
How would you pronounce it?
Washita.
Washita.
It's Washita Baptist University. Get it right.
It's Washita, people. It's Washita.
I'm Brett Rogers, President of Capital Technology Group. You might know us as Capital Business Machines, but our new name represents our growth as one of the state's leaders in business technology. When you've been around for 80 years like we have, you learn a thing or two about change. But what will never change is our commitment to our clients. We're still the same reliable team here to meet all your technology needs. Capital Technology Group is bigger and better than ever before. Learn more at captg.com.
Director of the Arkansas Baptist State Convention, and today I'm joined by my friend Dylan, who is an attorney with the Arkansas Baptist Foundation with an important word for you.
The foundation is here to help you support your Ouachita Tigers. If you'd like to create an estate plan that supports Ouachita and its mission or learn about other giving opportunities, please contact us using the information below.
When we talk about communications and media, we're talking about a wide variety.
Welcome back to the Ouachita Sports Digital Network with some Tiger volleyball. You guys just heard me a couple minutes ago on the soccer broadcast, and here I am. And we still got Cameron here with me. I'm Isaac Bourne here with Cameron Boyd. The Tigers trailing for the first time in sets today. First time this season, technically, since it's only their second game. But after a really close one last time, the Tigers hope to be able to rebound here with a good performance. The story of the game so far, like we've been talking about, has been Lydia Paulette.
Yes.
Second all-time in kills for Mississippi College. What has she done here today?
Well, starting off, she has 8 kills in the first set. So she's just shown so much aggression, and she's really been a threat to the Tigers today.
And like we've seen, that Mississippi College, the Choctaws, taking the first set of the game as we start up with number 2. And the Choctaws are going to take the first one. They start off 1-0 off the hit from number 2, Felicity Pratt. Here's Brazil, and a miscommunication for Mississippi College is going to give the Tigers their first score of the set. And Courtney Hansen, old reliable for the Tigers, is going to be serving for the first time of the set. Sends to the middle, Choctaws, and on the left side, Brazil unable to get under it. And Mississippi College takes a 2-1 lead here. Seeing the same type of assist performance from setter Courtney Hansen. She's got 11 today, just like she was doing earlier today. In her 3 sets that they played earlier, she had 33 as Zhao was unable to get under it there. The Tigers really facing their first challenge of the season, easily running through Missouri S&T earlier today. But I'm sure Coach Allison Frizzle-Kaiser happy that her team gets a challenge like this as they now trail 1-5. Mississippi College could not be happier right now. The Tigers hoping to turn the tides here. Here's the serve by Pratt. Barely gonna go over the net. And she's gonna grab herself an ace. Pratt once again. And this time it's not gonna go over the net. And the Tigers hoping here that this can maybe change some momentum as number 2 is gonna come in, Aubrey Galante. Galante.
She's a freshman.
Exactly, the freshman Aubrey Galante getting her first bit of action today. And the hit is blocked. And we see Adams. Some strength over the net there. Here's Galante again. And she's gonna send it a little too far. And now Mississippi College has a 3-score lead here. And now serving for the Choctaws, their libero, number 18. Samarin Kipple, the sophomore out of Pilot Mountain, North Carolina, of all places, as Brazil with the razzle-dazzle, tricky play on Mississippi College, able to get a score there. Tigers staying in and fighting here. Sends it over the net. That'll be number 11 for the Choctaws, Mary Grace Foster. One thing you do see from this Mississippi College team is while there are some seniors, there is a lot of youth, a lot of freshmen and sophomores on this squad. You know, with youth you'd think would come inexperience, but not with this squad. This joust to Hansen to Brazil. And it gets right under Courtney Hansen. Perfect placement by number 23, Lydia Paulette, once again grabbing yet another kill for the game.
Yeah, that was just a good swing. I mean, that's one that's hard to defend.
Thank you to Priscilla Leverett there for bringing me my water bottle. I left it in the box over at the soccer game. It's a busy day here for the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, but as a director, you never sleep, nor take breaks. As Paulette's gonna send another one over. Have yourself a day, Lydia Paulette.
How many kills is that gonna make?
That'll be 9, or that'll be 10 on the day for Paulette, already reaching double digits, as the teams are gonna take a timeout, and so are we, just for a couple seconds here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
Whether you realize it or not, you see the work of Bats and Signs all around Arkadelphia. When you see the Badger equipment trailer on the way to a Badger game, Bats and Signs did that. When you're watching the Badgers, Tigers, or Reddies and see the signage that just really makes their facilities pop, Bats and Signs did that too. You see the signage in downtown Arkadelphia, on the campuses of Ouachita and Henderson, or the sign in your neighbor's yard supporting a candidate or their favorite Badger? Yep, Bats and Sign did that too. Longtime residents and supporters of all things Arkadelphia, call Mark, Jared, Chris, or Ryan at Bats and Signs today to see what they can do for you.
And welcome back to Tiger Volleyball at the Sturgis Physical Education Center here on the campus of Ouachita Baptist University. Here as part of the Ready Tiger Invitational, Mississippi College Choctaws have a 9-4 lead over the Ouachita Baptist Tigers. Tigers hoping to come back in this one after trailing 1-0 in the sets. Stepping up on the court is your typical Tiger roster. You see Haley Fairchild, Courtney Hanson, Emily Adams, Riley Brazil, and Avery Giles, but the freshman Aubrey Galante stepping in as the Choctaws put themselves in double digits first.
The Tigers really just need to gain some of their momentum back. I think they lost a lot of what they had earlier.
And the Tigers really facing their first bit of adversity of the season as Adams, statement kill right there for the Tigers, hoping that maybe that she can get her team a little bit more motivated in this game. Emily Adams has sure been that for her team today, been there to make those momentum plays.
She has been. She's definitely been reliable and a leader today.
Gonna send it over. The dig by Church is gonna be able to keep it up. And the Tigers are gonna come out of that one unscathed, grabbing themselves their 6th score of the set. Now they only trail by 4 after an impressive effort by the sophomore Church. And you thought Paulette's got the kill there, and she didn't. But Mississippi State is still able to come out of that one with a score. And now Paulette standing behind the back line. She's going to be serving it here. Hanson up to Brazil, and just barely going to send it out of bounds. Excuse me, that one's going to actually stay in. Sorry, just turned to 7 years old right there again. And looks like she hit the net there, and the Tigers still keep on coming back in this one. And they're gonna need to keep this going if they want to tie it up and possibly take the lead in this set. Here's Brazil. She's gonna set up to serve once again. Brazil with 4 kills on the game. She's second on the team in the game in this game so far. She sends it over the net. And the block by Fairchild sends it back. Over Giles is gonna get on top of it. Hanson to Brazil in the back. Nice effort by Church. Up to Hanson. And Fairchild is gonna send it over just barely to the right side. And that's gonna put Mississippi College back in the scoring column, as now they lead 12-8. Still a close one here in set number 2. Hanson is gonna try to send it over, it's blocked, able to recover. Choctaws here. And that one gonna touch the back corner. Great heads up play there.
Yeah, they found that open corner and they just went straight for it.
Brazil to Hanson. Fairchild finds the opening in the defense. And Fairchild's gonna go out. Coming in, Leah Gardner. All GAC selection from last season. Hoping that she can will her team back into this one. Just down 4 in set number 2. Giles with the serve. and barely misses the top of the net there. I know she wanted that one. In a play like that where Giles probably would want that one back, how do you keep your confidence after a play like that?
So when I used to play, they would tell us have a goldfish mentality where you just forget the last play and you keep looking forward. So I think that's what needs to happen in this case. She just needs to forget about that and keep moving forward in the game.
The goldfish mentality. And I'm sure that's what the Tigers need if they want to come out of that one. Leah Gardner showing that mentality there.
There we go.
And now with Emily Adams in, the Tigers have there is some danger in the future for the Choctaws if the Tigers can get themselves a good hit up front. As Hansen's gonna serve it over, and she grabs an ace. Courtney Hansen with the energy, and she's gonna go right back up and serve it again. You see a lot of the times when this team is down, when they're not scoring at a high rate, Courtney Hansen is the one to make those plays a lot of the times and then bring the energy afterwards, get her team excited.
Yeah, she's always reliable, for sure.
Oh, and that one is barely gonna touch outside. The Tigers just wanted that one a little bit more moved inside there, and they would have had a score and continuing this run. Here's Pratt, gonna serve it for the Choctaws. Hansen, nice dig.
That was a good up there.
Brazil to Hansen, to Gardner. Leah Gardner once again puts it over the net and down.
And they're gonna let the freshman come in again.
Aubrey Galante, she's seen her fair share of time in this one. Gonna once again serve it for the Tigers. And once again, Lydia Paulette with the strength on the kill. The Tigers still unable to find an answer to her.
Yeah, she's got a very powerful swing. And they're definitely having a little trouble defending it.
Looks like the fan is going to get on top of that one, but that does not stop gameplay. And Gardner with the good block, but it just cannot keep it from coming back in onto their side. And it looks like it's going to be a timeout. We're going to keep it here, though, as we talk about the Tigers staying in this one while they are down 5 in this set. How do they mount a comeback after, well, it looks like they might go on a run. The Choctaws are able to respond.
You can tell, even after they lose a point, they're brushing it off. They're looking for the next one. They're fighting. They just ultimately, I think they need to cut back on a couple mistakes and just be aggressive. They have a big hitter on this other side that's a huge threat to them, and they're just going to have to find a way to defend that, whether it's in the block or the back row.
And especially with these leaders, you're seeing players like Courtney Hansen, Emily Adams, some of these veteran players step up and make those type of plays. What does it mean to have players that can make momentum-changing plays like this and be able to put their team back in?
Every team needs that. If they didn't have a player like that, they'd be down right now. Not just in points, but in their heads as well. So I think having Courtney Hansen be a leader on the court is definitely keeping the Tigers' momentum up and helping them move forward in the game.
As is the story for this Ouachita team. Just one senior in libero, Avery Giles, but a very talented and heavy squad of juniors that have come back after a lot of these players have played since their freshman year. You have players like Hansen, Brazil, Adams, Gardner, players that have had solid time on the court ever since their freshman year. Riley Brazil actually winning GAC Freshman of the Year just 2 years ago as she makes the play there. Cameron, sometimes I feel like I speak things into existence, and that's what happened there.
She heard you talking, and she had to prove it.
Riley Brazil, while not as tall as some other players on the court, has shown that she can hit with the best of them with that incredible vertical. That serve from Gardner is going to go out of bounds. We're seeing a lot of freshman Aubrey Galante today, and she's proven herself today being a solid piece on that back line. What have you seen from her?
I feel like she's being very confident. Being a freshman and coming into the game has to be intimidating, but we see her stepping up to the plate and doing what she knows how to do.
And you've seen that trend of a lot of youth coming in for this team and being able to produce and be solid rotational players. Obviously, you've got Church and Galante like we've talked about, but you also have players like Kaylee Thetford, who was a solid player in that first game today. And then also Kylie Kisgan was very crucial last time. You see Church making the effort play right there, showing that while she was unable to get to it there, that she's willing to put her body on the line.
Yeah, they may not have as much experience, but they definitely have fight in them, and I think that's what matters.
I'm sure that's what Coach Allison Frizzle-Kaiser is valuing in her players. As Paulette's going to send it over. Just a bit of miscommunication there between Giles and Church, but you can see that they are clearing that up quickly. Great leadership by Giles just to be able to let her teammate know it's all right, we're going to get it on the next one. Still 6 points to go for Mississippi College. The Tigers still have plenty of time to get back into this set, and Paulette unable to get it over there.
That might be the motivation the Tigers needed for this.
And I was going to ask you, Cameron, with plays like that where they're on a roll, but then they are unable to get it over the net, how crucial are those miscues by the other team for Ouachita to be able to get back into this one?
It's definitely a relief, I think, and it's just a reset for the team, just to know that they've got it back and they're going to fight to get on a point streak too.
And exactly what you said just transpired as Kaylee Thetford, with the newly inspired confidence from this Tiger team, is able to get that one over. Thetford today, that'll be her 5th kill of the day. Tying her that'll be her 4th kill, excuse me. Tigers inching back into this one though.
They're closing the gap a little bit.
And in a game that can have up to 5 sets, how crucial is this second one, especially when you're down 1?
I mean, no team, I don't think, wants to play all 5 sets. You know, you want to get it done as quickly as you can. So it's just in every set you need to fight as hard as you can. So I think that's what the Tigers are trying to do here.
And the Tigers had the Choctaws scrambling, which causes a miscue in the front line. And they continue to inch back into this one, just grinding out every single point, fighting hard. Cameron, something that you've been talking about this whole game that we're finally seeing from the Tigers.
Yes.
Didn't expect that tip over from Hansen. Brazil, nice dig. Keeps it alive. Church. Jowls. Thetford. Just barely can't get it over there. Great rally by the Tigers there. 2 incredible digs, first by Brazil and then by Church. Just barely unable to get it over. On the serve, it'll be Rhea Davy. Man, those pronunciations, I cannot get them today as Thetford sends that one just a little bit too far. And these are the learning moments. You see Courtney Hansen going over to Thetford after 2 plays that she probably would want back, just encouraging her. How vital is that?
That's what a good teammate does, especially a good leader. That's what you need on your team.
And Fairchild with the strength sends that down for another score for the Tigers.
They definitely need to be looking to cut back their errors here, since the Choctaws are only 3 points from taking the second set.
Giles is going to send it over. It's going to be Paulette. Blocked, but it's going to go out of bounds. Good play by the Choctaws there. Coming in for the Choctaws, number 21, Sydney Mitchell, the sophomore out of Alabaster, Alabama. Now serving it for the Choctaws, that'll be Allie Wiggins, the senior out of Enterprise, Alabama. And there we go, Thetford gets her play. After a couple plays she'd want to get back, Kaylee Thetford finally gets that play. And how much do you think that contributes to a younger player's confidence here?
Definitely a lot. Like after the mistake. She was looking for that. So that just, I think that's going to boost her confidence through the rest of the game.
Hanson sends that one over, and now the Choctaws just one score away from taking a commanding 2-0 lead in this game. Tigers hoping to stay in there here.
They're really going to have to fight here if they want to win this set.
But with that fight, they still have plenty of talented players on this court. Players that they're glad that they have here. Giles with a dig to Hanson, to Thetford. Thetford, another crucial play. And in this crucial moment, Frizzle Kaiser sends in Galante. She's had some good serves today. Let's see what she can do here. Gonna send it over to Paulette. Hanson to Giles. Brazil able to get it over. Giles with a dig. Good dig by Giles, just unable to get it up high enough. And Mississippi College is gonna take that set as well. The Tigers are gonna have to come out of a 2-0 hole after some very, very close, but eventually just not able to come up on top of these past two sets. But before we see that, we're going to take a quick break here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
When we talk about communications and media, we're talking about a wide variety of fields because communications really relates to anybody, anywhere. And we tackle everything from interpersonal communication, group communication, how to make presentations, to studying mass communications and media. And our students are really interested in going out and being media producers. And one of the first things you have to do is to understand the media before you can adequately and efficiently communicate messages yourself through your job, whatever you choose to do. When you're here your very first semester, you can become involved in the Ouachita Signal, the Washingtonian Yearbook, the Online Signal, the Photo Lab, visual media production, sports media production. There's a lot of different areas to get involved with. These students publish our printed publications, and they also have a chance for continuing education by attending such events like the Arkansas College Media Convention and the College Media Association Convention in New York City. You don't have to wait in line till your junior or senior year to do hands-on learning. You'll get that experience your very first semester, even if you have no previous experience. We have graduates who are working with television stations, either as an anchor, as a producer, as a videographer. We have students in advertising and public relations firms where they're creating strategic plans for organizations and businesses. Our students learn in the classroom and outside of the classroom through their practical experience, but we also enjoy fellowshipping and becoming close as a family. Faculty often have students over to their house for Christmas parties or spring parties or to celebrate graduations. Our students form friendships that will last a lifetime. Over the past 3 decades, some of the most important people in my life and the life of my husband, since we teach together, are students and faculty and staff that we've come in contact with at Ouachita. We're excited about what we have to offer in the communications department at Ouachita, and we want you here to share that with us.
And welcome back to Tiger Volleyball once again here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. And here the Tigers find themselves in a 2-0 hole here in their second game of the Ready Tiger Invitational here in Arkadelphia, Arkansas. I'm Isaac Bourne, once again joined by my color analyst Cameron Boyd. And Cameron, we're seeing a bit of adjustment here with the libero, Kylie Kisgan coming out in the purple today.
Yeah, I guess they're just trying to change things up. I mean, they're down 2-0, so they're just going to see what they can do and see if they can take this set.
We typically have seen senior Avery Giles in that position all day today, but Kisgan putting on the different colored jersey for the Tigers. Like you said, maybe hoping to change things up a little bit. Kisgan has shown her ability to be able to get on the floor and create things for other players, so we'll see what they can do here. But on the other side, the story for the Choctaws, once again, Lydia Paulette, now up to 12 kills on the game. How do you prevent a player of her size and her stature and her strength from getting play after play on the Tigers?
I mean, at the end of the day, if she's able to get a perfect set, she's going to get a kill. So the Tigers just need to focus on not giving the Choctaws easy balls. We just need to be aggressive so that they can't set her up.
And that serve looks to have gone slightly outside. That one could have gone either way, but the referees are going to call that for the Choctaws, giving them yet another lead in this one. Serving it here is Pratt. Brazil going to get under it to Hansen, to Gardner, and she's going to even it up here. And here you see Avery Giles checking in a white jersey this time. The first time today you see her in the same color as the rest of her teammates. And she's going to get the serve to start. And she's going to get an ace. Avery Giles. She jumps in, first play of the set, and gets a service ace. How much does that mean to your team when your lone senior can come in and make a play like that?
Definitely a lot, and I think it says a lot about her individually that she's no longer the libero, but she's proving that she can still contribute on the court.
Exactly, as the Choctaws juggle it around. And that one's gonna go out of bounds. The Tigers take a 2-score lead. And while they haven't made any massive adjustments other than the Kylie Kisgan switchover, you see the Tigers gain some momentum here.
Yeah, for sure.
Here's Giles, that one's gonna go over, and she's gonna grab her second ace of the set. Avery Giles now second ace of the set, second ace of the match. And once again, the Tigers fall victim to the strength and talent of Lydia Paulette of the Choctaws. No answer for her, and I mean, what can you do?
Yeah, like I said, I mean, you just have to make things hard for them on this side of the court. Don't give them easy balls to get a perfect pass and perfect set and set her up. It's all about being aggressive.
And Brazil's gonna get that one, but it looks like it's gonna go out of bounds, not off the hands of the Choctaws like it originally looked like. Here's the libero for the Choctaws. That'll be Bidwell. Excuse me, that is Samarin Kipple.
The Choctaws really shut them down on the block with that one. So the Tigers are gonna have to find a way to work around that.
The Choctaws tie it up once again. The Tigers, with the early lead in this set, now have it evened up. Oh, and Gardner, just a little bit of a miscue, unable to get control of the ball. He's gonna give the Choctaws the lead once again. Last time the Choctaws had the lead in this set, they were up 1-0. Now they're up 5-4. Up to Gardner. And it looks like they're gonna give the score to the Tigers here. Momentum shifter. You see these older, these more experienced players. I keep saying it, I keep repeating it, but it keeps happening.
It does.
These Tigers keep coming out, they're more experienced players, making these momentum-changing plays. And now that front line, you see three mainstays up front for the Tigers. You see number 4, Haley Fairchild, number 9, Riley Brazil, and then number 22, already today with 5 kills, Emily Adams. And just a little bit of dispute among the teams right now. Talking to the referees on that last score. Looks like the Choctaws thought that that was off Gardner, but the play is gonna stand as is, and Gardner's gonna get a serve here. Brazil sends it over. And there you go once again, Rhea Davy is going to get the score.
She's been a pretty powerful player throughout this game too, even in the first set.
And here we go, number 8 serving now, Kaylin Pixley. Giles with the dig, up to Brazil, and the power. Gets it down to tie the score up once again. And so far, just about 12 serves into the Kylie Kisgan experiment for the Tigers. Things are going a little bit better than they have so far, haven't they?
Most definitely. The Tigers seem to be gaining back some of their momentum, and hopefully they can keep that up.
Kisgan gets under it there. Brazil gets it over the defense and gives the Tigers the lead. One thing you love to see from this Tiger team is not like we've talked about the leaders, but not just the leaders. This entire team so supportive of each other, gets behind each other with just about everything.
Yeah, definitely. That's always a good thing to have on the team.
And Brazil once again makes the play. There, she looks like she didn't even mean to get the kill there. But the miscue from the Choctaws is going to lead to another kill for Brazil. Brazil up to 8 kills on the day. And there she is with number 9. 9 kills for number 9 on the Tigers today. The vertical of Riley Brazil once again turns out to be an incredible weapon for this team in white today. Church gets up and under it. Fairchild able to send it over. Great effort. And Paulette sends it low. What a dig there by Peyton Church, the junior out of Jonesboro. She's now going to get the serve here. And the strength by Rhea Davy. Little bit of theatrics by the Choctaw bench over there. And here is Paulette getting the serve. We've talked about many times she's been a danger up front, but she's going to be able to make some noise from the back as well. Hansen to Brazil. Back up to Brazil. Tips it over. Juggling it around, and they get it over. Church gets on top of it. Back to Brazil. Riley Brazil once again. And the Ouachita crowd boos on as a questionable call, they believe that a questionable call leads to a Choctaw score. Brazil, instead of getting the score there, is going to cost her team one. As they say, she touched the net on that. And Paulette's going to step behind the line again for the serve. Church under it to Hansen. Meets her at the net. Courtney Hansen with the strength. Brazil with the serve. And bringing it back, Davy with some strength as well.
She's proven to be a pretty unstoppable hitter too.
This front line for the Choctaws is something the Tigers have had problems with all day. Both Davies and Paulette giving them issues. But the Tigers still hold this 2-point lead here in the third set. And Thetford is going to get herself one. That's number 8 for Thetford in kills. Approaching Brazil after Thetford had the lead earlier today. Leading all players in kills though. Still, Lydia Paulette looking for history in Mississippi College, trying to take over the #1 spot all time. Holding it right now for the Choctaws, Kendall Platt with 1,259. Paulette still very far behind her, just about 300 behind her, but Paulette as a senior hoping to be able to get that this season.
And based off how she's doing in this game, I would say it's pretty reasonable for her to take that #1 spot.
And right there, you see Foco getting the score. The sophomore out of Baton Rouge. Here's Wiggins with the serve for the Choctaws. They trail by 3 in this set. Brazil gets under it to Hanson. Thetford, nice hit, just unable to get a score from it. Church was able to get under that, but just unable to recover for the rest of Ouachita. And the Choctaws inch back into this one. If you're Ouachita right here, what is something you do to keep your team with this lead, especially in a situation that they are now?
I would say just keep encouraging each other, which that's something they've done a great job of doing this whole game, but they just need to continue to do so that they don't dig themselves in a hole.
Brazil gets under it. Church. Thetford just barely can't get it over the net.
And Ouachita's still got the lead, but they're definitely going to be looking to get this point here so that Choctaw doesn't tie it.
Need that momentum changer here as Wiggins serves it again. Brazil to Hanson. Gardner back in her face. Church saves it with the quick hands, just unable to keep it in there as we now sit all knotted up at 13. Hanson to Thetford, and she gets that one down. Exactly what the Tigers needed from the sophomore. Hanson with the serve. Hanson's gonna dig there. Kisgan to Thetford. Paulette with the power, but too much that time, and the Tigers are gonna take a 2-point advantage. And you saw them letting the Choctaws inch back into this one, but then 2 good plays here, able to keep them with this lead. How do they continue this way, Cameron?
They just need to keep cutting back on their mistakes, keep their energy up, not set the opponents up for an easy ball, stuff like that.
And with that, Courtney Hanson, another service ace. That's 3 for her today.
She did lead in aces last year.
Excuse me, that was number 2 for her today. My stats updater thing is updating quickly today, so thank you to the Ouachita Communications Department, specifically Matthew Branch, for getting on that for us. Impact play by the Choctaws. That time was number 2, Julia Sumrall. Oh, in a decision by the referees, they're going to take that point away from Sumrall and give it to the team in the white and purple over there. That team in the white and purple being the Ouachita Tigers. See more talking over there between the referee and second all-time in kills leader for the Choctaws, Lydia Paulette. Mississippi College fans continue to boo on. The Choctaws brought themselves in a pretty hefty fan crowd for being so far away from Arkadelphia, Arkansas.
I think that's probably helped them having a big support system here with them.
And time again too, you see that Choctaw bench, their players falling on the floor.
Oh yeah, they've got energy for sure.
Hanson gets under it. Kisgan. Adams. Emily Adams with the kill. With this type of play that we're seeing in this third set, a little bit different than what we've seen from the rest of the game. You're not seeing any specific players step out. You're just seeing an entire team improvement from each player. And, you know, what does that mean to not just have one player with the comeback, but every single player up their play in this part of the game?
Yeah, I just think they've all started to work together better.
And Brazil dives to the floor on that one, and then they hit it right behind her. She's just unable to get back up, just rolling around on the floor there. Here's Pratt with the serve. And she's gonna grab herself a service ace. That'll be her second today. Pratt once again. Hanson tries to get under it, but is once again going to allow the Choctaws to inch back into this one. Just a 2-point deficit now.
Yeah, they've still got the lead in the game, but they definitely need to take back control if they want to take this set.
And a bit of a stoppage of play there to get some sweat off the ground. I'm sure it can get pretty toasty here in Spec, especially at this time of the game when both teams playing all out. And Hanson making sure to keep her teammates safe as well, not to slip on anything. Just another good sign of a leader, looking out for not just herself but her teammates as well. The Tigers looking to gain some momentum here, and that's exactly what they needed. Pratt just goes a little too far on the serve, and the Tigers now just 6 away from prolonging this one here in the nightcap of the Ready Tiger Invitational. Kisgan able to get under it. Brazil's gonna get over. Choctaws scrambling. Paulette, a very rare miscue for the senior, leads to the Tigers hitting 21st. Once again, just mopping up some of the sweat on the floor, making sure that players don't slip or anything like that, especially in, like we've talked about, a very high intensity one.
Right.
But Cameron, talking about this game and talking about how the Tigers are doing exactly to the Choctaws what the Choctaws have done for 2 sets in a row now, keeping them at a safe distance, not allowing them too much momentum as to get back into this one. And right here, the Tigers are gonna call a timeout. So, real quick, Cameron, if you're the Tigers, how do you close this one out?
I mean, like we've been saying the whole time, just keeping their momentum, keeping the other team at a distance, not letting them come back and gain more points on them, basically.
And with that, we're going to take just a very quick break here, and we'll see you right back here at the Sturgis Physical Education Center for some more action on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
I'm Attorney Taylor King. For years, you've heard us say we'll be on your side, by your side.
I'm Attorney Austin King. At Taylor King Law, we stand by that promise.
And I'm attorney Maggie King Davis. I'm proud to be a part of a team of dedicated professionals who are prepared
to be on your side and by your side when you need us most.
If you've been injured, contact the Taylor King Law Firm.
And we, and more, will be on your side, by your side.
And welcome back to the nightcap here of the Ready Tiger Invitational. It's 7:47 at night here in Arkadelphia, Arkansas. No sun to be seen outside, but the Tigers seeing a bright light at the end of the tunnel here, hoping to be able to claim that the win in this third set here and prolong this one and maybe hopefully mount a comeback in this game. And Paulette hoping to prevent that as she sends that one over and the Tigers unable to block that. Choctaws trail 17-20. Hansen up to Brazil. And Brazil is gonna hit double-digit kills on the night.
She's been a great player this game, and she's done a really good job of getting back the momentum every single time we need her to.
And we see a new face jumping onto the court for the Tigers. That'll be number 20, the sophomore out of Hot Springs, Anne-Marie Tice. She's gonna get the serve here. And the block by Fairchild. Haley Fairchild standing stout in the center there, not allowing anything past her. Tice with the serve. Tigers staying in there. Just a miscue there between Tice and Fairchild. The Tigers still have the 4-point lead, hoping to close it out as they're just 3 away now. And Tice just out there for 2 serves, but her time was well spent getting the Tigers 1 point, inching them just close enough. In this one, Hansen up to Brazil. And that one looks like it's going to go out of bounds. Mississippi College originally celebrated it, but that point's going to go to the Tigers. And the teams are going to take another timeout. We're going to keep it here and just talk about how the Tigers are just 2 scores away from taking this third set, prolonging this one. So in the event, we're going to talk like that, in the event that the Tigers win this set, still down 2-1, have themselves a pretty big hole to dig themselves out of. How do you stay in the pocket and keep yourselves from getting complacent, especially in what's looking to be a long one if the Tigers want to stay in here and win it?
I mean, I definitely think the first 2 sets kind of gave them a reality check and showed them that they have to fight for this win. And that's exactly what they're doing in this set. So I feel like they should be able to keep this momentum and keep fighting in the next one if they win this one.
And looking into this Mississippi College team just a little bit to show you what the Tigers are up against while mounting this comeback. They rank 4th in the Gulf South Conference Volleyball Coaches preseason poll. And while 4th might not seem as impressive, they did garner a first place vote. So this team has shown that they've at least been seen by a couple people that this team can be the top of their conference. And this Ouachita team with some very talented players has that ability as well in the GAC. And Brazil with the block, Courtney Hansen coming to just hype up the junior. Just amazing chemistry between these players. Tigers just 1 away now from sealing this set. Can't do it there. Still smiles on the faces of these Ouachita players. You can tell win or lose, these guys love playing some volleyball.
Yeah, they're having fun.
They love playing volleyball, not specifically by themselves, but with their teammates. And Brazil barely misses the kill there, hoping to rack up number 11 on the night. But going back into this Mississippi College team, they did take a win in the morning starting game at 10 o'clock this morning over Southeastern Oklahoma State, another member of the GAC. So if they do pick up a win here somehow, if they do pick up a win here, which is not going to be now because the Tigers claim this set. But if they do pick up a win here, that means they go 2-0 against the GAC today. But before that can happen, the Tigers fighting in this one. We will see you just in a couple more seconds after this break here for Tiger Volleyball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
Received so many awards on the state level and the national level, and it's really Ouachita Student Media is a body of 8 publications and media outlets within the communications department at Ouachita. I work with the Ouachita News Show and the Signal, which is our school newspaper, and through those I've seen that this student media program, it's a collaborative effort. Not only do we serve just the people here and the people around them, but also just the community of Arkadelphia and the broader community of people who have a connection to Ouachita somehow. It's been really easy to make friends within the department because I spend more time in Lyle Hall than I spend in my own dorm room. And that's not because I'm forced to, it's because I choose to. It's because I choose to come here and do the work. When you spend time in a room of people who are creative, people who are determined, and you find those similar qualities, then you'll find friends. And that's the beauty of having a department that's so involved. I've really made friends not only just with the students, but also with my professors because they've totally helped me develop a portfolio, decide what career path is best for me, and do all of those things that just kind of guiding me through that process and have helped me just decide what my education means going forward, but also what it means while I'm here. Get involved as much as possible on day one because you can. And I think that's something that's unique about Ouachita. As a freshman, you can be as involved as you want. Of course, you're not going to be editor on day one, but you can be on whatever staff you want to be. And just jumping in and trying as much as you can really helps you establish what you want to do within communications. So if you try writing, if you try broadcasting, if you try podcasting, you'll kind of see what's a fit for you, and it'll help you develop just that end goal. Ouachita Student Media has been so fortunate to receive so many awards on the state level and the national level, and it's really cool when you get the feeling of getting one of those awards or seeing one of your friends get those awards, because it just reminds you that the work we do is not in vain and that it matters. It really just affirms that this department is strong and this department is determined, and we're doing the good work by telling the stories of Ouachita.
And welcome back to Ouachita Volleyball here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. Here the Tigers just took their first win of the game, now down just 2-1 against the Mississippi College Choctaws here in the nightcap of the Ready Tiger Invitational. I'm Isaac Bourne, joined once again by Cameron Boyd. Cameron, what are you seeing from this Tiger team that we didn't see in those first 2 sets?
That last set, they definitely just had more fight in them. They realized how much effort they're going to have to put in order to beat this team. So I think hopefully they'll carry that over into this set.
One thing you saw as well, as far as adjustments for the Tigers, Kylie Kisgan now in opposite colors, wearing the purple, playing libero, the sophomore out of Belleville, Illinois. Far from home here, but she doesn't look like it. Seems right at home in those opposite colors.
Yeah, she definitely did well stepping up to the new position.
Gardner, nice hit there, unable to produce points. And Thetford is able to produce something there, and they're gonna tie it up at 1. You've seen 2 big step-ups from the sophomore class today. We just talked about Kisgan, but also we've talked a little bit about Kaylee Thetford. An incredible first game, and then Thetford now tied for leading the game in kills for the Tigers tonight. Hanson, and Thetford does it again. She's got 11. Kaylee Thetford, a lot like her teammate Riley Brazil, in the fact that she's not as tall as some of the frontline players, but she makes up for it with her ability to get up in the air and sky for some of these kills. See Coach Allison Frizzle-Kaiser going out there to make sure her players are not going to slip in that little area on the court. Courtney Hanson, once again, just looking out for her teammates, something that you have to admire from the junior GAC Setter of the Year. And the raw power, this time going to Pratt on the kill there, evens it back up at 2. The Tigers are gonna have to fight for this set if they want to prolong this game even more, going to number 5 on sets. And Pratt can't get it over after the kill. Just looks like she couldn't get under the ball there, and it's gonna give the Tigers a lead as we see the only senior of this Tiger team step up behind the line. Avery Jowls has been libero for most of the day today in that first game, but now has been a solid piece for the Tigers in other areas since. And there, once again, Choctaws evening it up. And now something for the Tigers to watch out for. You see both of the Choctaws heavy hitters stepping up to the front. Number 25, the sophomore from Baton Rouge, Rhea Davey, along with the senior from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Lydia Paulette. 2 players the Tigers have had no answer for, but they do that time. And this time they're able to answer back to two of the most solid players on this Choctaw team today, and they're able to take the score. Just incredible resilience from this Tiger team to stare some of the most talented and dangerous players on this Choctaw team right in the face. And wow, the Tigers running up the points right now, 100 in this set. I didn't know that was possible, Cameron.
I didn't either. No, but they've definitely started with better energy. That's just something they haven't been great about maintaining. So they need to finish the set with the same amount of energy they started with.
And you can definitely tell, though, going into this game, the further and further we get, the Sturgis Physical Education Center does not get any cooler. And it's going to be taxing on both of these teams. So it's going to be interesting to see who tires out first, because eventually, as we've seen in a lot of games recently, it's whoever can play the long game. Right here, though, Tigers at a disadvantage, hoping to be able to even it up set-wise here as it's tied at 4. Here's Kisgan. Emily Adams. Some good responses from the Choctaws from 2 of the best hitters on this Ouachita team so far. But not that time. Brazil gets kill, number 11.
She's a very smart player. Like, she knows when to swing all out and when to just tip it.
And Riley Brazil, you have not seen a single serve where the junior has been off the court today, playing just about everywhere and playing solidly in every place as well. Hanson's going to put it over. Church is going to go right back to them, and Church is going to get it. And Brazil, like you just said, perfect placement in the back corner, and it's going to give the Tigers a commanding 6-4 lead here. Cameron, I'm beginning to think that you know a little bit about volleyball.
I do, a little bit.
Kisgen, way to get on the floor for that one. And Brazil is going to send that one home.
You talked about who's going to power out, but she doesn't, who's going to tire out, but she doesn't seem to tire out at all.
Riley Brazil does not get tired, but surely a rest would be nice for her and for us, as we're going to take just a quick break here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
I've heard people say Ouachita. Ouachita.
Achita.
Ouachita.
Is it pronounced Oakita?
Searching for Ouachita Baptist University.
Back in Texas, everybody pronounces it Wichita, but really, it's Ouachita.
Washita. Washita.
How would you pronounce it?
Washita.
Ouachita.
It's Ouachita Baptist University. Get it right.
It's Washita, people. It's Washita.
Washita.
Owned by OBU alumni, Java Primo is the official coffee house of Ouachita Tiger football. At Java Primo, amazing coffee is just the beginning. Try our great options at breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and don't forget about our amazing desserts. Also, shop Java Primo's gift selection 24/7 online at javaprimo.com.
Go Tigers! Go Tigers!
And welcome back to Tiger Volleyball once again on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. I would tell you who we are, but you probably know. I'm Isaac Bourne, been here all day, and Cameron Boyd alongside me. Tigers lead 7-4 here in the nightcap of the Ready Tiger Invitational. Avery Zhao's great hustle, like you said, Cameron. Ever since Avery Zhao has given up her role of libero to Kisgen, what have you seen from her?
I just feel like there's been an energy change. Not that, I mean, Avery Giles did a great job at libero, obviously, but I think switching things around sometimes can be good for a team, and I think that's proven to be true here.
And head coach Allison Frizzle-Kaiser been at the head of this team for a while, so she knows how to make adjustments. And that one proving amazing for this Tiger team, now in a good position to mount a comeback. As we see Riley Brazil, the player we were talking about right before the break, step behind the line to serve here. There's not been a serve today where Brazil has not been on the court, but yet she seems to be the most energized of all of them.
She does.
And good effort by the Choctaws, just unable to get that one over the net. Great placement by the Tigers to be able to make them scramble for that one. And Cameron, is there a strategy here to just making them run and getting them tired out quicker?
Oh, for sure. I mean, that's a huge strategy in volleyball, and the Tigers are doing that, and they need to keep it up in order to take this set.
And Thetford, ruthless on the kill right there. She's shown time and time again that they can go to her and she can get them a point. And Brazil just barely unable to get that one over the net. But she's going to rebound quickly from that one, and she has to because this game is a tight one. Tigers do have a bit of a 4-point cushion, but not enough for them to let up here. Here's Davey. Thetford once again. I feel like I keep saying this, but she keeps doing it. Kaylee Thetford, that's kill number 14 on the night.
Wow.
And the sophomore out of Pearland, Texas. Just having a great night and a great day overall.
Yeah, she's really proving that her lack of experience doesn't matter here. She's a great player.
This Tiger team has shown today that their front line depth has been something to behold. While they do have those all GAC players in Brazil, Gardner, and Adams, they also bring in players such as Thedford to come in and such as Haley Fairchild, and right there, doing it again. You know, at some point, as a play-by-play commentator, you feel like a broken record saying this stuff. But when a team continues to repeat after repeat after repeat, do the same things over and over again to succeed, I feel like I have to keep mentioning it to prove the point that this Tiger team just has incredible discipline.
I really feel like there's a world of difference in the way they're playing in this set as opposed to the first and second set.
And so, in a game like this, Cameron, as the points start to go up, as the sets start to go on, you're tired, right?
Right.
So then how, as a player who isn't Riley Brazil, obviously, because she always seems to have that energy, how do you maintain that energy, or how do you play when you are tired?
I think you just have to make yourself be excited. Like we just saw Riley Brazil, after that point, she got excited. You have to do that every point. It keeps your energy up, it keeps your team encouraged. It's just a big part of volleyball, and they've done a great job at it.
Like you said in the earlier game, the mental side in volleyball is very important, and both teams exhibiting that here. The Tigers just taking over on that aspect though here. And you see the fans on the lower deck getting excited over here. You see some members of the women's basketball team specifically. You see Grayson Williams from the team. We'll see her later this year on OSGN Star for the women's basketball, but there, Mississippi College is going to stay in this one. Serving here, libero, number 18 for the Choctaws, Samarin Kipple. Emily Adams does it again.
Really, our whole front row has just been a powerhouse tonight.
The whole front row of the Tigers. And it really seems to be a battle of front rows here, because you have an extremely talented front row for Mississippi College as well. But this time, the Tigers take over. Finally, the Tigers have found that response. The Tigers have found that response for that front row of Davy and Paulette. What change have you seen for them to respond to players with this type of stature and this type of strength?
I think the Tigers have just started being more aggressive. Like I was saying earlier, Paulette is a great hitter. If you set her up for a great hit, she's gonna kill it. The Tigers have been more aggressive and haven't been giving the Choctaws easy balls, and I think that's really made a difference in the game.
And then looking at the stat sheet here, Courtney Hansen, we keep mentioning that 39 assists though, just making another case already early on for another campaign where she claims a GAC Setter of the Year. 39 assists, 11 digs, leading the team once again. The junior just showing her value, showing her worth, and then just talk about the intangibles for her as well.
Yeah, overall, I mean, she's a great player, but she's also just a great leader. We've seen her be an amazing teammate, and I just think she's what the team needs, really.
You've got a group of girls on this team that loves to play with each other, and so when you love to play with your teammates, what happens?
You just work, you play better together, and overall, you play better overall.
It's Leah Gardner with the serve for the Tigers. as we continue play here. Paulette, her kill is blocked. The Tigers are able to get under it. Just Brazil, just a little bit too strong on the kill and is unable to get it down before going out of bounds. And Cameron, the Tigers look here like they are at least willing to go the distance. You know, just 9 points away from taking this one. And that one is going to go right back on the ref's face. But like I was talking about, Cameron, 9 points away from taking this one. In a game like this, what separates, I would say, men from the boys, but the women from the girls in a fifth set that this game looks like it's trending towards?
Just overall keeping momentum, not getting tired, keeping your energy up, things like that.
And Cameron, there you saw yet another good placement by the Tigers, making this Choctaw team scramble. If you are the Choctaws right now, and you've got a team, you might be a little bit tired, how do you put Ouachita in a similar position?
I mean, it's gotten to the point where they just have to be scrappy. They have to be aggressive, and you can see that they're putting in effort, but they're just not able to match the Tigers right now.
And with the heat of Spec, you start to notice maybe a little bit of a home court advantage for these Tigers, because these girls are used to playing on a court like this where it's going to be hot. There's going to be no air conditioning. But this Ouachita team practices here every day. While we don't exactly know what the practicing conditions for this Mississippi College team is, these Tigers are used to playing on a court like this, and it shows here.
Right. They also have a good fan base here to support them.
And you can hear through our mics and through the crowd mic, it is loud in here. And it always makes for a very good and exciting game to play. And if this one is gonna go the distance here, it's 8:15 at night, and this game has not gotten any less energetic for either side. And Cameron, you continue to see miscue after miscue from this Mississippi College team, almost kind of killing themselves here. So if you're Mississippi College, how do you calm down and just let each other know that while you are down here, this game is still very winnable for you?
Like I was talking about earlier about the goldfish mentality, you just have to brush off your past mistakes, and you have to keep fighting. They seem to be tiring out a little bit, so maybe they just need to remind themselves to just calm down and get back in the flow of things.
And the head coach of Mississippi College kind of sees that tiredness and puts in a new player for them, the sophomore Meg Paparella out of Huntsville, Alabama, coming in. And that one is just going to go a little too far. Davey is going to claim that a Ouachita player got a hand on it, but the refs say they didn't see it. So that point is going to go Ouachita, and Ouachita is going to take their first double-digit lead of the game here in the fourth set. And with every strike that this Mississippi College team has, the Ouachita has an answer. And there, Thetford just a little strong there.
No, the Tigers have definitely done great at adjusting their defense and finding ways to defend these powerful hits that the Choctaws have.
You see Thetford there, just a little bit of a good mentality pass, and then Thetford, another good placement. Her and Brazil, the stars of tonight in that front line for the Tigers. They both have combined tonight for 30 kills.
Wow, they've both really stepped up this game.
Meanwhile, Thetford approaching the game lead as Brazil lets that one go past her. Thetford, if she gets one more kill, she will have tied Paulette, who many thought her numbers in respect to kills would have never gotten matched tonight. Paulette with 17, Thetford has 16, very close. And here we find the Tigers in a very similar situation to where they've been. So Cameron, what is the goal here for them?
They just have one more point, and it's so easy when you get in a position like this. You know you have cushion to just let the other team come back, but that is not what the Tigers need to do here. They need to keep fighting. They have one more point to get. They need to execute right here.
One more point to get exactly until the Tigers can get themselves a rest before going into that final crucial set. And there it is right there. Leah Gardner is gonna send us into a 5th set tonight and prolong this night for all of us. It is 8:17 in this nightcap, and the Tigers are not done yet. But for now, we're gonna send it to a quick break before you'll see more Ouachita Tiger volleyball action here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
Study of engineering covers a lot of things. We have several major areas. Mechanical and civil are the 2 emphasis areas that we're going to have in our general engineering program. If you don't know which one you want to do, you can kind of pick and choose as long as you meet the prerequisites for the courses you want to take. Once you get through with some of the physics and some of the math, then you'll start getting into the engineering fundamentals classes. The general engineering curriculum at Ouachita has been designed to prepare you for not only the engineering workforce, but also enabling you to pass the fundamentals of engineering exam. So what do you do when you get an engineering degree? What happens after you graduate or even in your senior year? Well, one of the things we have tried to work out for you is to talk to firms around the area to give you internships and the experience you need before you graduate. Sometimes those lead to jobs, because if you do a good job for them and you like them and they like you and you've done a good job for them, then you are oftentimes offered a position with the firm. One of the things that I think you will find interesting about coming to Ouachita to get an engineering degree is the fact that we have paid particular attention to the traditions here at Ouachita, being a Christian liberal arts university. The faculty are very qualified in teaching the basic engineering fundamentals and the civil engineering and mechanical engineering classes. We will be glad to sit down and talk to you about the way that we have performed in our careers as engineers from the Christian perspective. And I think that you'll get a lot of that here. If you think you might be interested in coming to Ouachita Baptist to study engineering, we would be glad, and we want to sit down with you. It will serve you well as you pursue a career in engineering.
Welcome back to the nightcap here of the Ready Tiger Invitational, here brought to you by the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. Here we have the Ouachita Tigers battling back against a tough Mississippi College Choctaws team. The Tigers went down 2-0 to start this one, but since have come back and now brought us to a 5th set. And here I'm Isaac Bourne here alongside Cameron Boyd as the Tigers gain their first point of the set. Cameron, what have you seen? What shift in the Tigers' mentality have you seen for them to come back here?
I just think each set that goes on, they gain more and more momentum. Like we see them start out this set gaining the first point. Like they've just come in with so much energy, and I think that's definitely going to help them during this set.
And there they go once again. The energy continues to go. Courtney Hanson hyping up her sophomore teammate. Man, Cameron, I feel like when Courtney Hanson gets down there, I want to get hyped.
She's exciting to watch.
And it's players like that that make the sport of volleyball one that is fun to watch as Mississippi College puts themselves in the scoring column to start off the set. Another thing that you see from this Tiger team is every single player that Coach Allison Frizzle-Kaiser puts in, not one of them doesn't pull their weight. Every single one of them that she puts in, every single one of them that she trusts has brought an important aspect to this game that has been needed for this team.
Yes, every single player on the court right now has contributed to the game in a crucial way.
Just another way to show the improvement from last season for this Tiger team, hoping to put up a good season in the GAC. Thetford just strong arms that one a little bit, and that gives Mississippi College the lead here in this crucial final set. The Choctaws looking to battle here and claim their win on enemy territory. Brazil's gonna put that one over, and the referees are gonna say that was out of bounds. Brazil, good heads up play to grab that one, but just barely misses it. Here's Wiggins with the serve. Thetford, Hanson, Brazil. Just gonna get it over for the Choctaws. Adams just strong arms it a little bit, and now quickly Coach Allison Frizzle-Kaiser is going to ask for her team to come to the bench just for a second as the Tigers go down 2-5. We're going to keep it here and talk a little bit about the start of this set. Tigers start off strong, but then kind of relent a little bit to the Mississippi College Choctaws. So Cameron, in this situation where the Tigers had momentum and then lost it pretty quickly, how do you take it right back?
This being the 5th set, it's one that you don't want to get in a hole in. They don't have much time for error. So Ouachita just needs to come back with the same energy that they started with. They've struggled a little bit throughout the sets, maintaining the energy through the whole time. So that's something they're going to have to work on, but they need to bring that back if they want to take this set and take the match.
And you've seen for both teams this game, a 5-point lead has kind of been the cutoff for anything that's able to be come back from. And you know, we've seen teams come back from 3, we've seen teams come back from 2, seen teams come back from 1. But once the other team hits a 4 to 5 point lead, it's been really difficult for these teams to battle back just because of the momentum shifted in the other team's side. Just with, you see 2 from one team, you see 1 from another, and it compounds on each other. So in a game like this, I gotta ask you, Cameron, how did the Tigers prevent another score here? Because this could be just as crucial as the very end.
They just don't need to let the pressure get to them. Just like they just did, they scored their point.
And pressure is something that the Tigers seem to be shrugging off as senior Avery Giles steps up. We talked a little bit about her earlier and her ability to give up libero spot to the sophomore Kylie Kisgan, but still be a very influential player. And that one just barely missing the serve there. I know she'll want that one back, but the Tigers look to quickly rebound after that one. You see a little bit of an energy shift on this Tigers squad. How do you stay in this one here?
They just need to be encouraging to each other. I mean, it's a little bit, well, now it's loud, but it was a little bit quiet on the court. They need to keep this loudness and this energy.
And exactly what the Tigers were looking for, a miscue from the Choctaws to give themselves just that little energy boost that they need. And here's Gardner with the serve, hoping to get something out of it. Just gonna get it over. And that one, Hansen gets under it, but no one else can. The Choctaws holding at a 3-point lead here. 3-point lead, still able to come back from. But it's going to take it's a big Tiger effort here to do that. Hansen just making sure court is nice and wiped off so that no one slips in a very crucial part of this game. Courtney Hansen, nothing to do there. She was locked up. And we're gonna switch sides.
So that was, the last set you go to like 15. So I guess halfway through we're switching sides.
And we're gonna be switching sides halfway through. A bit of a surprise to me, who has not seen a fifth set in a long time. But here we are now. Giles up to Hansen, to Brazil. And that one, she wanted and she needed and she got it.
Maybe they just needed a little adjustment to find their rhythm.
And this was the same side that the Tigers claimed that last set win from, so maybe it's just a bad juju situation here. And there we go. Hansen doesn't touch it, and yet the Tigers still get it. Just a 2-point deficit now. Here's Church with the serve. Fielded by Paulette. Paulette back up right into the chest of Church. Lydia Paulette coming through when the Choctaws need her. That is kill number 19. Looking for 20 on the day is the senior from Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Now up to serve Kaylin Pixley, the sophomore from Baton Rouge. Giles gets the dig. And Brazil, another momentum-changing play as Thetford is going to come in for that Tiger front line. And now it's a 2-point deficit. It can't get much closer than this one at this point in the game. Paulette set up well, but Brazil is able to field it to Thetford. They're able to get on top of it. Kisgan gets it over. What a heads-up play by the sophomore. Brazil able to field it. Hansen up to Fairchild. Hansen on top of it. Kisgan. Good work by the Tigers there on that side. And Paulette happens again.
That was a good rally, though. Both teams are fighting. It's just...
And this is that part of the game. This is that part of the night. You've had a long day at the Ready Tiger Invitational. Right. It's 8:30 at night. Both teams are tired. They still got to play tomorrow, and yet they're fighting. Choctaws just seem to be claiming a little bit more right now. But the Tigers go into this break, as we will as well. And we hope, and they hope just as much as the Choctaws that they can somehow come out on this one. But for us, we're going to take just a quick break here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
I'm Attorney Taylor King. For years, you've heard us say we'll be on your side, by your side.
I'm Attorney Austin King. At Taylor King Law, we stand by that promise.
And I'm attorney Maggie King Davis. I'm proud to be a part of a team of dedicated professionals who are prepared
to be on your side and by your side when you need us most.
If you've been injured, contact the Taylor King Law Firm.
And we and more will be on your side, by your side.
And welcome back to Tiger Volleyball here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. We have a very night-like nightcap here in the Sturgis Physical Education Center, where the Tigers trail 7-11 here in the 5th set of their game here against the Mississippi College Choctaws. It has been a long one for the Tigers, being able to grind out 2 set wins after going down 2-0 here. And the Choctaws wanting to close that one out, but Paulette a little too strong on the serve and is going to keep the Tigers in it with some momentum.
And if the Tigers are going to pull this one off, they're going to have to keep that momentum, because this set only goes to 15, so they don't have much time to make errors here.
Kisgan with the serve. It's going to go a little too far to the right. And those are the type of errors that the Tigers are hoping not to get. Now the Choctaws are just 3 away here from taking this one and going 2-0 over the Great American Conference today. Stepping in for Davie is number 7, Riley Widener. And she's gonna strong arm it. The Tigers still have hope in this one. While we've talked about these 4-point leads have been hard to come back from, the Tigers sticking in here, staying vigilant, because they know that they've gotten this far and they're not gonna just let it go here.
Yeah. No, they're still in it. They've got to get it back here because they don't have time, like I said.
Bit of deliberation here between the referees and the scoring staff. And after that, we're all ready to play. Here's Hansen, ready for the serve. Strong towards the middle. And what a play by number 14, Meg Paparella, the sophomore out of Huntsville, Alabama. The Choctaws just 2 away now. The Tigers must battle back if they want to make this comeback worth it here. Kisgan, Brazil, Bedford. Kisgan fields it from Paulette. The set. Oh, good position from Adams, and just a little bit of a miscue between Gardner and Hansen there in the middle. And the Tigers now in a very deep hole in this 5th set. Let's see if they can perform some magic here. Thetford. That's exactly what they needed, and Thetford gave it to him. Kaylee Thetford coming in right when the Tigers need her most. I feel like I continue to say that Kaylee Thetford continues to make those big plays, those veteran plays as just a sophomore.
Yeah, she steps up a lot, and she's proven to be here when needed.
And Paulette, again, bit of a miscue, and there's a timeout called. The Tigers, while down 3, have a little bit of momentum. We're gonna stay here for this timeout as we just talk about Tigers down 11-14. There's a really big hole. All the Choctaws need is 1 more score, and they take this one for the night. How do the Tigers stay in there and not do that?
It's a high-pressure moment, but, I mean, we have the serve right now. The Tigers have the serve. They just need to get on a run and push points here. They just have to be aggressive and fight with all they have.
And you've seen a lot of players come in when the Tigers need it most, and that's what the Tigers are going to need right now. They need some players that are going to be clutch for them in this moment. They need themselves a Riley Brazil or someone like that to step up.
Right, they have a lot of reliable players, and they need them to be reliable when it counts, which is right now.
No time has counted more in their season, just a very young season at that. But if the Tigers want to stay out of the losing column to start the year, this is where it happens. Ouachita 11, Mississippi College 14. Tigers serve. It's the senior, Avery Joust. What can they do here? And it's gonna stay in. Avery Joust with the service ace. Just one step closer to mounting a comeback here. And that one is gonna stay in. And number 14 for the Mississippi College, Meg Paparella, is going to seal it for the nightcap for Mississippi College. And Cameron, tonight we saw ourselves one of the more exciting games of this tournament, probably the most exciting game of the Ready Tiger Invitational thus far. And while Ouachita did not come out on top, what good lessons did this Tiger team learn from this?
I think they're going to go from this learning that they need to be able to keep up their momentum from start to finish. That's something they struggled with. And also just being aggressive. We saw more aggression as the sets went on, even from some of our younger players. So I think that's something that they just need to continue to do.
And with that, they're going to need to make a quick turnaround, because while it is 8:38 at night, one of the later games the Tigers will be playing this season, they have a quick turnaround tomorrow at noon, facing off against the Montevallo Falcons right here in the Sturgis Physical Education Center, and turning around 5 hours later and facing McKendree. So two tough squads that they're going to have to face, and so this weekend is not over. And so how, in this moment where you're tired, you just played a 5-set match, what's a recovery technique, or what do you think the Tigers are going to need to do tonight and tomorrow morning to be able to be ready for another slate of games tomorrow?
Obviously rest is important, but mentality is important too. Like, they don't need to let this game get to them and get them down. Tomorrow's a new day, new teams. So they just need to go into it with an open mind and knowing that they have new opportunities.
New opportunities they definitely still have. And while that is it for us on the night, we will see you right back here at noon tomorrow. Cameron and I will both see you back here at noon tomorrow, here for some more Ouachita volleyball action. But for now, this has been Isaac Bourne, joined by Cameron Boyd. Thank you all so much for joining us for a great day of volleyball, and we'll see you guys right back here again tomorrow on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
I'm Nicole Auerbach.
Kevin Kubler of Westwood One.
Hi, everybody. It's Pete Pranica of the Memphis Grizzlies and Fox Sports Southeast.
This is Danielle Musselman.
This is Kyle Peterson with ESPN. This is Tom Hart of ESPN and the SEC Network. Thanks for tuning in to the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.